Hallo zusammen, hier ist Herr McCluskey. I want to take a little bit of your time today to review something that will often trip people up, especially if they are English speakers learning German. And that is word order. It's something that I'm sure you've heard a lot about already, but it is something that I wanted to take some time today to review, as well as introduce something new. So, in German, remember, the subject and the verb are always together. And generally, it's going to go subject and then verb. Verb is second in German. German is a verb second language. And in a sentence, it always goes second and is always next to the subject. So, these two are always together. And then your adverb and your adjectives are going to come after that. A lot of times people will try to put, an adverb, an adjective, a time element in between the subject and the verb, but in German we don't do that. For example, you've learned ich spiele gern. Remember, gern does not go in between the subject and the verb. Gern, remember, means gladly, so we use it to say that we like to do things or don't like to do things, as it is with nicht gern here in the second example, but subject and verb, so ich and spiele, so your person and your action, they should always be together. And then we tack on an adverb, an adjective, and as we were doing previously with our oft, nie, manchmal, those frequency words that we can add to a sentence, those also follow the subject and the verb, which are always together. For example, here, wir sprechen oft Deutsch. Wir sprechen, that should be together. And then even when it's a question, schwimmst du, yes or no question, we know that that order is flipped. And then manchmal should still come after that. Okay, so I want to introduce the question, was magst du lieber? So we sort of remember this, if you remember the question, was magst du gern, means what do you like to do? Was magst du lieber is going to be a different word. So gern, we know we add it to a sentence to say that we like to do something. We would directly translate it as gladly, but we tack it onto a sentence to say that we like to do something. So if you just said ich tanze, that would mean I dance. Ich tanze gern means I dance gladly. Lieber, sort of think of the word Liebe like love. Lieber means to prefer. So instead of gern, which means to do it gladly, lieber means we prefer to do something. Maybe, doesn't mean that we don't like to do another activity. Lieber just means prefer. So just like if we took the sentence ich tanze, I dance, ich tanze gern would mean I like to dance. Ich tanze lieber means I prefer to dance. But again, in German, ich tanze, your subject and your verb should stay together, and then we just tack lieber on after that. Then am liebsten means you do it, you like to do it the most. So gladly, gern, lieber, prefer, and am liebsten is the most, okay? But again, am liebsten, that should just be tacked on to the end of your subject and your verb, which are always together. So if we took our ich tanze sentence that we've been working with, ich tanze gern, I dance gladly, ich tanze lieber, I prefer to dance, ich tanze am liebsten, I like to dance the most, okay? But again, our base sentence is ich tanze, and we just tack all of these on. So, was magst du lieber? So, this person likes to do both of these things. Ich singe gern, ich koche gern. They can both be true. You can like to do both of them. But if we look at the sentence down here at the bottom, ich koche gern, but ich singe lieber. So I like to sing, but I prefer, I like to cook, ich koche gern, aber ich singe lieber. So I like to cook, but I prefer to sing. But notice, remember, ich koche, subject and verb, and ich singe, subject and verb, I sing. Then on the end of those sentences, we tack our adverbs, so gern and lieber. Okay? So, was spielst du lieber, Fußball oder Videospiele? So, let's say that I prefer to play video games. Okay? What would my sentence be? If you said, ich spiele lieber Videospiele, that would be right. Because I said that video games are what I prefer to play. And remember, ich spiele lieber Videospiele. So remember we had our subject and our verb, and then we added lieber onto it. Was hast du lieber? Instagram oder Snapchat? So let's say I prefer Instagram. Okay? My sentence, what would it be? So remember that subject and verb always go together and verb is second. So it would have been ich habe lieber Instagram. So again, just sort of treat that gern or lieber or am liebsten like the third wheel. So if subject and verb are two friends, we're going to treat gern, lieber, or am liebsten, whichever one you're using, as that third wheel. So, was isst du lieber? Pizza oder Hamburger? So let's say I prefer to eat pizza. Okay? What would my sentence be? So the sentence would be, ich esse lieber Pizza. Again, subject, verb, and then lieber. Was trinkst du lieber? Wasser oder Cola? Let's say that I prefer to drink water. What would the answer be? So the answer would be, ich trinke lieber Wasser. So I can like to drink both of these things, but if I prefer to do something, I can use the word lieber, but it would be ich trinke lieber Wasser. So that lieber would come third. Was schaust du lieber? YouTube oder Netflix? Let's say I prefer to watch Netflix. My answer would be, ich schaue lieber Netflix. So, I watch, prefer Netflix, if you were to translate that directly into English. But in German, just remember, ich schaue, subject and then verb, I watch. Lieber is the third word, prefer, and then Netflix, or anything else that it's there. Was hörst du lieber? Rockmusik oder Popmusik? Let's say that I prefer to listen to pop music. So my answer would be, ich höre lieber Rockmusik. Again, subject, verb, ich höre lieber Rockmusik. Okay, so now you are going to answer the questions for yourself using lieber. So of the two things that are pictured, I want you to say what you personally prefer. Keep in mind, though, we're trying to go for that perfect sentence structure where subject is first, ich, your verb or your action is second, and then you use lieber third. So let's go back to some of the examples here. Was spielst du lieber? Fußball oder Videospiele? Was hast du lieber? Instagram oder Snapchat? Was isst du lieber? Pizza oder Hamburger? Was trinkst du lieber? Wasser oder Cola? Was schaust du lieber? YouTube oder Netflix? Was hörst du lieber? Rockmusik oder Popmusik? I hope that helped explain, one, what the word lieber means and how we can use it, but two, also clarify some of those problems that we've been having with word order. If you have any questions, email me, let me know. Other than that, auf Wiedersehen.